Hello and welcome to Charter Local Edition Northwest. I'm Dana Cowley and my guest today is Jim Toomey. Jim, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you for inviting me.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
He's the Executive Director with the Port of Pasco.
Correct.
And the Port is working on a major airport expansion.
Yes, we are. We've seen in the last 4 years record-breaking growth in the number of passengers getting on an airplane in the Tri-Cities. We had plans that we thought we would be making a terminal expansion at the end of the decade, but this record-breaking growth is literally driving us to look at those plans to be accelerated to now, sooner as opposed to later.
Where are those numbers coming from? Are more people driving from Spokane and Yakima to the airport, or?
Well, probably not Spokane, but what we see is a number of things are going on, but probably at the top of that list is this is truly a regional airport. And if we look at the census numbers, this truly has been a very large and fast-growing region of Washington State. And we see that within an hour-and-a-half drive of the Tri-Cities, there's about 655,000 population. So that, coupled with the excellent major air hubs that we have access to, San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, Salt Lake, Minneapolis, Denver, all of those make this an attractive place to fly in and out of. So all of that, I think, is really a major combination to this growth.
Well, I think when I'm looking for a place to go, I want to see if I can get a direct flight, and I also want to consider the parking. I think parking's an advantage for the airport, too.
I think so. I think so. A lot of people, they have to park, they have to take a bus, so it's convenient. We recognize we're the only place that somebody has to pay for parking in the Tri-Cities, but I think people like a safe place to put that car. They want easy access to that terminal, and they want to make sure it's going to be there when they get back. So all of those things, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And this is a $35 million improvement, and could you
That's
tell
correct.
us where the money will come from?
Yeah, the money is primarily going to come, at least the Commissioner's focus is we want the money to primarily come from the users. And whether that user is an airline that lands here or a passenger that pays for parking. But we also, there's a number of fees that are collected in the ticket. And that ticket goes back to DC, and then it goes into a capital investment fund for the FAA. So it's still a user-paid facility. So that's the plan, is that the airport doesn't have to be paid for by any other component of what's going on at the Port of Pasco, which is more than just the airport.
So when people go to the airport and see the improvement, what will we be getting?
You're going to see a bigger terminal. That terminal is expected to be double the size of what its current footprint is. So it goes from 55,000 square feet to 100,000 square feet. And literally every single square foot in that terminal will be different. We hope that it's going to look better. This is the front door to the Tri-Cities, and so we anticipate that it's going to make a very, very positive statement for the visitors and potential business users of the Tri-Cities region.
And then just quickly, when do you hope to have this completed?
Completed is a good question. If everything goes well, we anticipate that a year from now, in other words, probably early spring of 2014, construction could commence, with anticipated that a 2-year construction window.
2 years. All right, Jim, thank you. We sure
You
appreciate
bet.
you coming to join us.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the time.
Jim Toomey, he's the Executive Director of the Port of Pasco. Thank you for watching. I'm Dana Cowley, and this is Charter Local Edition Northwest.